I hope all of you hear me earlier. If not, may Allah make it easy for all of us. Let us begin our day by invoking Allah. Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Alhamdulillahi Rabbil Alameen. Allahumma salli ala Muhammad wa ala ali Muhammad kama sallaita ala Ibrahim wa ala ali Ibrahim innaka Hamidul Majid. Allahumma bika asbahna wa bika amsayna wa bika nahya wa bika namut wa ilayka nushur. Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. La yadurru ma'asmihi syai'un fil ardi wala fis sama'i wa huwa as-sami'ul alim. Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. La yadurru ma'asmihi syai'un fil ardi wala fis sama' wa huwa as-sami'ul alim. Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. La yadurru ma'asmihi syai'un fil ardi wala fis sama'i wa huwa as-sami'ul alim. Raditu billahi rabba wa bil islami dina wa bi Muhammad nabiyya. Allahumma zidni ilman nafi'a wa rizqan tayyiba wa amalan mutaqabbala. Allahumma adkhilna jannatak wa ajirna minan nar. Rabbana atina fid dunya hasanah wa fil akhirati hasanah wa qina azaban nar. Wa sallallahu ala Muhammad wa ala alihi wa sahbihi ajma'in. Walhamdulillahi rabbil alamin. Amin ya rabbal alamin. Brother and sister, one of the best way to be a fast learner, to remember what we have learned, and also to remember the dua that we have been taught by our Prophet Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam, is when I am reading, we hope all of you try your best to follow me to read. That's how the first generation learned about this beautiful religion, by listening carefully, and they follow. Most of them may not read, but they become very, very strong in memorizing all this because they are good listener and they always follow up with the recitation. So there's nothing for us to be ashamed or be shy to learn how to recite. Even it is wrong, no problem. Your pronunciation may not be correct. Don't worry about that in the beginning. While we are learning about Islam as beginners or for the new brothers and sisters, we are just like a baby learning how to speak, how to pronounce words or letters. But don't worry, Allah loves those who try their level best. And the dua that we are asking is so important. We are asking Almighty Allah, the Creator, to shower His blessing on our day, our morning, our evening, our day, our night, our life, and our ending, living and dying, all whatever we do, we always want Allah's blessing to be upon us. And also we ask Almighty Allah to prepare all of us how to go back to Him, how to return back to Almighty Allah in the best way. Husnul Khatimah. Sooner or later we have to go. For those brothers, sisters who are not been well, we keep on praying that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala will ease their problem and make them go through peacefully with whatever pain, whatever sickness they have encountered now. Allah is the healer. What we need a good connection with Allah, taqwa. Now let us zoom into the topic that we are going to discuss today. We all are aware by next week we are coming into the best month for all of us. That is the month of Ramadan al-Mubarak. Because Allah Almighty chose this month to reveal the holy books. Not only the Quran, even the Torah, the Injil, all was revealed this. Almighty said to us, we know that it is important for us to have the right understanding, especially those who are beginning to fast. And this year, we all will be fasting by ourselves because under the MCO, we are not able to go out to the mosque, to our center, to be together, to break fast, to perform our prayer. But everybody can still do all what they have to do at home. Now, brothers and sisters, first, Allah Almighty who created all of us, He knows what is the best. To eat and drink for 11 months. Even Ramadan you can still eat and drink, but there is a time that He said, no. Allah said, Ya ayyuhallazina amanu kutiba alaykumus siyam kama kutiba alal lazina min qablikum la'allakum tattaqun. Look at the beauty saying of Allah. He said, oh you who believe, because all of us are believers. The difference is whether you have the right belief, the correct belief or not. But those who really believe in the oneness of Allah, in all the angels, the messengers, when you talk about belief, you talk about the 6 articles of faith. Anything to do with Iman, you go back to the basic 6 articles of belief in Allah, the angel, the holy books, believe in all the prophet and messengers, the day of judgment, and qada and qadar, predestination. Allah said, O you who believe, I have made fasting known as siyam or saum in Arabic. Translated into English, fasting was made by Allah as an obligation for you who believe. But not only for you and me, brother and sister, not only for Muslims. Like how Allah have made it an obligation upon the early nation, the early believers. The Jew who believe in Torah and Moses. The Christian who believe in Jesus and the Bible. The Hindus, the Buddhists, every so-called religion before this, there is also fasting. So it's not something only for the Muslim, no. Why Allah want the believers to fast? لَعَلَّكُمْ تَتَّقُونَ. So that at the end of the day, we will find peace with Allah. We'll be so happy inside us. We are so satisfied, contented. Because why? Because we're able to control ourselves now. We become the master to our own nafs, our own desire. Now, what is fasting? The meaning literally, siyam or saum or fasting is imsak an shay. The Arabic term means imsak an shay. You abstain yourself, control yourself from something that Allah wants you to control. What is the thing that we have to control? You have to abstain completely from eating, drinking. Yeah. This is just some example. Eating, drinking, smoking, and also having relationship with husband and wife from dawn until sunset. From Fajar until Maghrib. Time Allah fixed. Month Allah fixed in the month of Ramadan. Now, with the intention, your intentions must be correct. I'm doing all this to please Allah. Not for fun. Not just on diet. Then you will get the benefit of being diet. Having, practicing your diet. But your intention is to please Allah. When your intention is to please Allah, Allahu Akbar. Allah did say to our Prophet in one of the Hadith Qudsi, Kullu amala ibnu Adam lahu illa sawm as-sawmu li wa ana azza bih. Whatever good deeds that we have been doing outside of Ramadan, other than fasting, praying, giving help, sadaqah, contribution, doing all the good deeds, is only for your own benefit. For you. Except fasting. You are controlling yourself. You are abstaining yourself from food, drink that is halal, the relationship husband, wife, smoking. Of course, we know smoking is haram. But a lot of people get confused. They say, I don't eat, I don't drink. But this is smoke, nothing to do with food and drink. It's haram. Not only that, you also have to control your behavior. Abstaining from falsehood, no more lying, speaking ill of others, backbiting, gossiping, you create a lot of unrest to others, talk bad about others, engaging in angry talk, quarreling, and all the other wrong behavior of any sort. That is what fasting is. It's not just don't eat, don't drink, but we don't control our speech. We curse people. We always say bad words. You cannot do that. Because fasting is a package. It's to train ourselves to become the owner of self. We master our desire. And that is what fasting is, brother and sister. The time we have explained earlier is from dawn to sunset. Allah fixed, not we. We don't choose our time. Allah chose the time for us. And when do we start fasting? Number one, all of us are welcome to check. You can go online and look into, you download an app called e-solat Malaysia from the religious authority. There is an app. I will show you, brothers and sisters. Look at this. You can download this. Very handy. Then you just check the timing. When do fasting start? And when do we break our fast? Now, there is one important thing for all of us to make sure that we follow the Islamic way of fasting. It's from dawn to sunset. Other people are fasting according to their own timing. Some people fast, abstain from food, but they still drink. But we Muslims, no. When you said fasting, no food, no drink, no smoking, no backbiting, no quarreling, no lying, no cheating. Everything that is bad, just control. We know we have all this in us. Being human, we have all mixed kind of character, but we have to control all this. Then you will benefit from the fasting. Because our Prophet did mention, there are people who fast. كَمْ مِنْ صَائِمْ لَيْسَ لَهُ مِنْ صَوْمِهِ إِلَى الْجُوعُ وَالْعَطَشِ. How many people who are fasting, what do they gain from their fast? Nothing except thirst and hunger. Because they still lie, they still gossip, backbiting, slandering around. The second thing is important for us to wake up for our pre-dawn meal called suhoor. I'll give you an example. If Fajr, the early prayer start at 6 a.m., then we should try our level best to wake up 6 or 5:30, not 6 Fajr, morning prayer start, the Azan start. So you can wake up 5 a.m. or 5:30, no problem. Because the pre-dawn meal don't take us more than half an hour. It's good because the Prophet wants us to wake up early to have our suhoor. Don't miss that. There is the difference between our fasting and other people's fasting. They fast, but they don't have this arrangement. But we in Islam have a very well-planned kind of discipline, timing, and program. Pre-dawn, don't miss. You don't have to do it too early. The Prophet highly recommend us to have the pre-dawn meal half hour, even 20 minutes, as long as you wake up to take something. Not ready to have a heavy pre-dawn meal. You can have bread, cereal. You can have all the good things. Anything that is not white, that is good. You have the whole meal bread, cereal, you have milk, dates, anything. As long as we have something, prepare yourself for the fasting day. But everybody must have an intention. Like tomorrow is starting, example, tomorrow is the first day of fasting. Tonight, everybody must make the intention that I am going to fast tomorrow. Ramadan, not just an optional fast, is a fardu fast. Now, important. Fasting require all other faculties, the speech, the sight, our hand, our ear, our leg. Do not go to places that you shouldn't go. Sometimes there are people who fast, but they use their time just to watch television program. No. Fasting is the day, is a month for us to close everything. Stop all this kind of entertainment because we have to entertain ourselves with Allah. What should we do? Read the Quran. But before MCO, everybody is still very active in the fasting month, working, doing the business. But this year, there's an extra blessing. If you ask me, wow, it's going to be difficult. No. We have been under MCO for nearly a month already. And MCO is still on, so it makes it easier for us. We are not going out. We are not meeting a lot of people. So give us a lot of time to open the book of Allah, the Quran, the final revelation. Who Allah revealed Shahr Ramadan الذي أنزل فيه القرآن هدى للناس as a divine guidance. Quran is a guidance to you, to me, to make us a better person, how to be a good person, not only to you and me, good to everybody, so that we can bring peace, harmony wherever we go. We treat everybody like a family, even the not yet Muslim. They are children of Adam. We came from the same father, same mother. We have to learn how to respect each other's rights. And we try to show them the best. And may Allah give guidance to those who seek His guidance. So MCO make it easier for us, yeah, to be at home and do what we should do. Now, I will show all the good brothers and sisters who have been with us, step by step, so that it's easy for you to remember. One, don't forget you make your intention. Innamal a'malu binniyat. You don't have to recite the intention. No recitation, just have the intention inside your heart that you are going to start fasting tomorrow. The first of Ramadan, example. Before you sleep, that will be the best. Because when you don't have the intention, sometimes you'll be disturbed. Yeah, you may not care about the do and don't. Get up for your pre-dawn meal, suhoor, number 2. What to eat? Like what we have said. Normally, we local here, the Asian, we will have rice, nasi lemak, roti canai, and all the food that we are used to. But it's good for us to select something that is more nutrition and it lasts longer. All the wheat, cereal, dates, but you can do any as long as you wake up to have some. It's highly recommended to take food that will break down slowly in the body. They call it complex carbohydrates. Complex carbohydrate means something that is not white in nature. It's always like wheat, cereal, yeah, all this, it helps you. Yeah? Like oat cereal, dates, brown rice, dal, Allahu Akbar, beans, whole meat, yeah, bread. If we can avoid the white kind of thing, is good. But always remember, brothers and sisters, we are in the month of Ramadan, not only in the month of Ramadan, but we should have been practicing this. But sometimes being human, nobody is there to remind us, to monitor us, so we take it lightly. Eat, drink, right hand, please. Be the right people. Right. Eat, drink with your right hand. Because then you've been considered as an act of worship, ibadah, rewarded by Allah. More blessing. And don't forget to say Bismillah. Yeah. To add extra blessing to our food. Right hand, Bismillah. If being human sometimes too busy, you're just thinking of the food, you forget to say Bismillah. When you remember, you say Bismillahi awwaluhu wa akhiruhu. I start and I end with Bismillah. Example. After food, Alhamdulillah. Use that word. After eating, Alhamdulillah. All of this recitation is a plus blessing of Allah Rabbul Alamin. We always want extra. And this is the best way to gain extra rewards and blessing from Allah. Then have to get yourself ready for the morning prayer. For the Fajr prayer, Subuh prayer. So you can, either you can do 2 things. When you wake up, say at 5:30, you can take your ablution, get ready, have your pre-dawn meal, and now you're ready for the prayer. Yeah, that would be the best. But some people find it difficult, no problem. Then when Fajr start at 6, just example, the subuh prayer, the early prayer, then by 5:55, yeah, you are ready now. But what if you wake up late, you still have 5 minutes, take something. You can drink, take something, no problem. Yeah. The best time for sahur is the time that is close to the morning prayer. Then you do what you have to do. Pray, you can rest, recite the Quran, reflect. After reciting the Quran, stop. Read the meaning. Try to have the right understanding. The Quran is the word of Allah, kalamullah. It's a speech of Allah. Allah is talking to you and me. When you recite the Quran, you must have the feeling that you are reading the word of Allah. Allah is talking to you. And you must have the right understanding. After you have done that, I believe this year, with the MCO, we all will be able to complete the whole Quran in this month. And you will see, brother and sister, what you will find in the Quran. All the treasures, all the wisdom, all your problem is being answered in the Quran. Because Quran is talking about the past, the present, and the future. And Quran is huda linnas wa bayinati min al-huda wal furqan. It's a divine guidance and is here to show you right and wrong, good and bad. What to do, what not to do. What to say, what not to say. Who to trust, who not to trust. Everything is there. Allahu Akbar. Then we do our normal ritual. Spend more time, recite the Quran, brother and sister. You will never regret. You are sure to be so thankful to Allah that you were given the opportunity to finish the Quran in 1 month. Then don't forget your prayer, Zohar, Asar, before Maghrib, before the breaking of fast, known as Iftar. Now you are ready again. I will highly recommend to all the brothers and sisters, don't just sit in front of the food and wait for the azan or for the time for you to break them fast, and then you say Bismillah, right hand again, you break your fast. I will highly recommend all of us to have ablution. Take your ablution. Get ready, because Iftar is breaking of fast, not dinner yet. A lot of people, they rush into the breaking of fast to have heavy dinner. It's not dinner, that's why you call it Iftar. Dinner in Islam called Asha. And this is not Asha, this is Iftar. So when you do that, what you do, you drink, take something that is soft, fiber. Time of the Prophet, they always break with dates, water, milk. Then you start your Maghrib prayer. Don't rush. You have been fasting for 14, 15 hours. Now, you just control your desire towards all this food for the sake of Allah. You will have your dinner after your Maghrib prayer. Then you have 2 hours, 3 hours. Take your time, to have a good dinner. But Iftar is not dinner. Iftar is breaking fast. Something light. In our country, if those who don't have dates, now people are selling dates. We are also selling dates, good dates, that people can, because dates, there's sweetness in it, and they are high fiber, very, very good, yeah, for our body. We need something sweet, soft, because our body have not been eating, working. It's like the engine is not been working for more than 10 hours, 14 hours. You don't put anything heavier. No chicken, no meat yet. No. Just something soft. Fruits, banana. Alhamdulillah, in our country, you have banana, you have papaya, watermelon, anything that is soft, yeah, and sweet. You start with that. Okay? I hope all of you understand. Don't rush. All your nasi lemak, nasi ayam, all is still there. It's not going to run away. You just do it after your Maghrib prayer. Okay? And what do you do? After that, you say Bismillah, you break your fast. Then after that, there is a special dua the Prophet ﷺ recommend us to recite. There is ذهب الظمأ وابتلع العرق وثاب الأجر إن شاء الله. Yeah? And this, I recommend all the good brothers and sisters, look what we have written for you. You can download this app and look in the book Fortress of the Muslim. And you go to the subject on dua recitation after breaking the fast. You get extra reward for doing all these brothers and sisters. You know? Because they also have the Romanized version to help those who cannot read the Arabic text. They have a Romanized version that will help us. Don't worry, I start with Romanized. When I first became a Muslim, I also do not know the Arabic letters, so I start by memorize some Quran and also the Fatiha and also all this zikr in Romanized. Yeah? But then later on, we improve our recitation. Yeah? Now in Ramadan, brother and sister, you will experience normally in Ramadan, the night prayer, Isha prayer, the last prayer, is packed. Allahu Akbar. Even in our markas is packed. The whole hall is full of jama'ah. Outside the hall, inside the house, is full. Why? Because there is a special prayer that the Prophet recommend us to do in the fasting month, called Qiyamul Ramadan. Why? Because there's a lot of blessing. A lot of blessing. Blessing upon blessing. Allahu Akbar. Number one, I share with you this one saying of the Prophet. Even is one hadith but got three parts. The Prophet ﷺ said, Man soma Ramadana imana wa ihtisaban ghufira lahu ma taqaddama min dhanbihi. Number one, whoever fasts in the month of Ramadan with the right intention, hope, yeah, with the right iman, for the sake of Allah, not because of the pressure, because of the tradition, everybody is fasting, no, what can I do? I also just follow. No. From your heart, I do this for you, O Allah. Then the Prophet said, Allah would forgive all our past sin. All the past sin gone. Allah erased it. And then he continued by saying, Man qama Ramadana imanan wa ihtisaban ghufira lahu ma taqaddama min dhanbi. And whoever stand up at night to perform the night prayer after Isha. Isha also is a night prayer, but there is a special prayer called Qiyamul Ramadan. Known to the majority of the Muslim, Salatul Taraweeh. Salatul Taraweeh. Taraweeh prayer. But the real name for this prayer by our Prophet is Qiyamul Ramadan, or Qiyamul Layl, the night prayer. Because why people popularize the word Taraweeh? Because nobody understands how our Prophet performed this prayer more than his beloved wife Aisha radiallahu anha. Because Prophet performed this prayer 3 nights in the masjid without calling other people to join. Then people saw, the companions saw, the companions just joined. The first night some joined, but not a lot of them. Then the news spread. The second night more people coming and joined. The third night full. Then the Prophet refused to come out and perform the night prayer in the mosque. So he prayed in the house with his wife Aisha until the end of Ramadan. Why? Because the Prophet are worried, because when people is so engrossed, so responsive to this optional prayer, he worried that Allah make it as an obligation, it will be a burden. So he refused to go out anymore. He prayed to tell them this is not an obligation, but this is optional. See how careful our Prophet, who always think on our behalf. He never want to make this religion difficult. But sometimes, being human again, those who want to do extra, they are too extreme. They do a lot of excessive things that may become a burden to you. The qiyam of our Prophet, because most of the time he was performing at home, so then Aisha is the one who was asked later on by the companions, by other people, how did the Prophet perform the night prayer? Aisha radiallahu anha said in Sahih Bukhari and Muslim, Ma kana Rasul yazid fi Ramadan wala fi ghairihi ala 11 rakat. The Prophet never increased the night prayer, whether in the month of Ramadan or outside the month of Ramadan, more than 11 units. Rakah. This is what Aisha said, not me. Known to every companion. To Abu Bakr, Omar, everybody are aware of that. And then they asked Aisha also, how do he perform this 11 rak'at or 11 units of prayer for Qiyam? And then she said, Yusalli arba'a. Fala tus'al an husni hina wa tulihinna. Thumma yusalli arba'a. Fala tus'al an husni hina wa tulihinna. Thumma thalatha. He performed 4, 4, and 3. Don't ask how long, how beautiful is the prayer, because we can't follow the way of our Prophet in this prayer. He stands very long. We do what we can. Then there was another hadith when they asked Aisha, even when he performed the 4, how do he do it? He said, Yusalli arba'a thumma yatarawwaha fa'atal. He will perform 4, and then the way he performed the prayer, yatarawwaha, that's where the word Taraweeh derived from. Meaning the way he performed it later on is no rushing, very relaxing, slowly, and that's how he performed the prayer. And that's how this name been used, been so popular among us, known as Salatul Taraweeh. When do Salatul Taraweeh started? After the Isha prayer. Normally in the masjid, Musalla, they do immediately after Isha, and then the Sunnah Ba'da Isha, they will start. Because everybody is there already, it's easy for them to just continue. But it's not necessary to do it like that. When you are at home, you can take your time, take a break. You can pray Isha first, and then after Isha, you pray the Sunnah Ba'diyah, 2 rakat. Then you take a rest again. You want to do whatever you want to do, you just do. Then, when you feel you're relaxed now, maybe 10, 11 p.m., or even you can even sleep early, wake up at 3 a.m., it's up to you. As long as you try your best not to miss this prayer. But if you want to do it together in the congregation, of course, then you have to take other people's time into consideration. If you want to take your sweet time, of course, they may not able to join you. So you collectively discuss among the family, because this year we will experience the MCO in Ramadan, and let us think and plan and do our prayer together. Let those who memorize the Quran more to lead us in the prayer. And remember, don't rush. Yeah? Or you can even pray 5 times, 5 salam, and then end with 1. Yeah? Is there a special recitation other than what you recite in your prayer? There is none recommended by our Prophet to recite anything in the between the Taraweeh or the Qiyamul Ramadan, Qiyamul Layl prayer, but there is a recitation after the Witir prayer. Yeah? After the Witir prayer, normally the Prophet will recite Subhanal Malikul Quddus, Subhanal Malikul Quddus, Subhanal Malikul Quddus, Rabbul Malaikati wa Ruh. And that one, you can get it, all this in the book Fortress of the Muslim. Okay? One important thing, brothers and sisters, we don't have to feel bad because, oh, now we cannot pray the Qiyam Ramadan in the mosque, maybe our reward is lessened this year. No. But the Prophet did mention, it's a good news for everyone of us. In Sahih Muslim, the Prophet said, Afdal salah fil bayti illa maktuba. The best prayer is at home, except the fardu prayer in the musalla. Why? Because the Prophet don't like the Muslim to make their house like a grave. No sunnah prayer, no recitation of Quran, yeah, no good reminder about Quran and Sunnah, about Islam. It's just for you to eat, sleep, play. It's like a graveyard. Yeah? So no problem at all. Yeah? We know, brother and sister, if you are alone fasting, there may be some difficulty because you are lonely. But this is the best time. You know, the Muslim always, when you are lonely, you feel that you are making iktikaf. It's better that now you can be with Allah. Because when you have people around, of course, you tend to talk, discuss things, and then later on you gossip, you backbite. It's not good. So this is the best time. You isolate yourself so that you have more time to talk to Allah. Read the book of Allah. Yeah. And you can still communicate with us and your good friend wherever they are, because of the technology we have today, we can always get in contact with one another through our handphone, online, Allahu Akbar. But don't waste a lot of time talking among yourself. Spend more time talking to Allah, brother and sister. Yeah? Thing that you find difficult to memorize, I think this month, with the MCO, it will make you remember faster. You keep on reciting. And then you can call up your friend and ask, is my recitation okay? Can you please listen to my recitation? That's how we keep on moving forward. Yeah? We also remind all our students of knowledge, those who are attending our new Muslim class, do not forget to seek your volunteers from the new Muslim program who will be happy to help you if you have questions about fasting in the month of Ramadan. Yeah, call us. We will try our best to keep on helping all of you. Yeah? Keep the communication on. First with Allah. Second, if you're confused, we are still around. Yeah? Just contact us. Be proactive. And everybody take your own initiative. You see, seeking knowledge is really up to every individual. When I became a Muslim, that was 40 years ago. I took my own initiative. I was working, I said I would take 3 months unpaid leave. Because this is new to me, I have to be committed, spend my time to learn about this. And I learn from everybody. Every Muslim who I know in the mall, I ask them to help me, listen to my recitation. Of course, for the sister, you don't go to the mall, you don't sleep in the mall. I choose to sleep in the masjid for 4 years in the beginning of my Islamic life, or my Muslim life. But it was fantastic because in the mosque you always have somebody there and then you can just ask for help. Just don't be shy. The more you ask, the more faster you learn. Some of us as beginners, you may find it challenging not eating, not drinking the whole day. Of course, sometimes you become more hungry when you don't do any activities. That's why when the MCO, I heard that there are a lot of people, they get hungry very fast. People are still enjoying cooking, eating. But please, if you do not occupy your free time, of course, then you think of food and drink. But if you know how to utilize your time and try to get involved in beneficial activities. You see, brother and sister, Ramadan is not for you to be just sleep, get lazy, It should be very active month for the believer. Can you imagine our enemy before? They thought that if you want to attack the Muslim, you find the month when they are fasting. They thought that this is the best month to attack them because they are not eating, they are not drinking, they are weak. But they were surprised that all the battle engaged in the month of Ramadan, the Muslims have double spirit, stronger. Because they can control, that's why they don't waste their time eating and drinking, they just focus. How to protect Islam and how to win the battle. Allahu Akbar. Now we are not fighting with anybody. You just fight against your own desire. All the bad habits that we have, all the negative feeling that we have, it's time for you to have a war with them. This is called the inner war. Nafs. May Allah Rabbul Alameen help all of us, brothers and sisters, to have the best Ramadan, and try to memorize more Quran, short surah. I think if we start to do this by the beginning of Ramadan, I believe minimum all of the new brothers and sisters can memorize 5 surah. Wal asri, all are short one. Inna a'tayna, qul huwallah, qul a'udzu bi falaq, qul a'udzu bin nas. If we can go further, iza ja'a nasrullah, qul ya ayyuhal kafirun. Please do it. I have trust in all of you. If you put an effort, you will see the result by yourself. And may Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala bless us. And also, brother and sister, lastly, don't forget to do all the good deeds that we can, giving charity, sadaqah, money to help others, to break fast, and so on. Why, brothers and sisters? Because every good deed that you do, that is not an obligation, is an optional, you will be rewarded as a obligatory reward outside of Ramadan. So may Allah Rabbul Alameen make it easy for us. This is not a month for you to be calculative, selfish, stingy, a month to give, share with others. Even by feeding another brother or sister to break a fast, then you get the reward of their fasting too. Allahu Akbar. There's so much reward, yeah, to receive from Allah. Just be proactive, brothers and sisters. Yeah? So we hope that Allah will make it easy for all of us, and we are still around. Don't forget. Yeah? Any need, any help, just contact us. Now I'm going to stop here. I hope all of you remember, yeah, how to prepare yourself for this coming Ramadan. Yeah? And when you eat, drink, don't rush. Right hand, select a good food. Open your fast, the iftar, with something soft, not something hard. Yeah. Okay? And don't go for all the sour and all this chili, spicy kind of food yet for iftar. That one you go after iftar when you have dinner. So may Allah make us a muttaqin at the end of Ramadan. Now we are ready for the second part, Q&A session. Fatafaddal, brother and sister. Okay? Back to you. There is a salam for me. Assalamualaikum. Waalaikum salam. Alhamdulillah, we are all fine and good. We pray the same for all of you who have been wishing us. Thank you for remembering us in your prayer. We also remember all of you in our prayer. Assalamualaikum, Sheikh. Waalaikum salam wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh to the sister. Is reciting the whole Quran should be privatized during Ramadan, or reciting it with better understanding of the meaning even we can't complete the whole Quran? Highly recommend for both. I believe you can do it because the MCO is helping us. Yeah, do that. If you can't do your level best, then you can still continue outside of Ramadan. I highly recommend all of you to do that. That means you recite maybe 100 ayah, 5 pages, stop, go through the meaning, reflect, because that will give you a very different feeling. Yeah, I highly recommend. Even you cannot finish it, you continue doing after Ramadan. You can even start by tomorrow, no problem. For Sister Hamida, Sheikh, can we make a dua before we break our fast? Can we ask Allah anything we want? Allahu Akbar. Very good question. From Sister Hamida. Yeah. Why the Prophet encouraged us to wake up for the pre-dawn is because the dua at that time is very powerful. Allah do not reject our dua for before Fajr and also before Iftar, breaking of fast. Yes. Highly recommended. That's why you have your wudu ready so that you don't waste time. And then before the breaking of fast, you make dua. Ask Allah whatever you want. Ask Him. Ask Him for forgiveness. Because you remember there will be a last 10 days called Laylatul Qadr. And the Prophet said, Man qama Laylatul Qadr imana wa ihtisaban ghufira lahu ma taqaddam min zambi. Whoever stay awake extra hour at night and ask Allah for what you want, with the right intention, and hope for Allah's mercy and forgiveness, Allah will forgive all your sin. Yes, highly recommended to ask anything you want, brothers and sisters. Yeah? But don't forget to pray for all of us, and for our leader, for our country, and for everyone, wherever they are. May Allah give guidance to them, and may Allah protect all of us from self-destruction or further destruction with COVID-19. Assalamu alaikum. Is it required to recite Quran in juz, or can we break down according to pages as we like? I heard one speech which said, don't break its bit. Can you explain? We try. Yeah, juzu and juzu is good if you can. But if you can't, you just try to end a topic, a particular story, or a particular subject in the Quran. In opinion is always there, but you do your level best. Don't worry. Don't worry. Do what you can. What is the Islamic ruling for those who are not sure if the missed day of Ramadan for years have been replaced completely? We have to seek Allah's mercy and forgiveness, and you try your level best. In the early year, maybe when we are younger, we have missed 2 weeks, 3 weeks, or 1 week. You don't remember. Yeah, that's why in Islam, anything that we owe Allah, we should clear it immediately. We don't bring it forward. We may forget. Shaitan will make us forget. So if you don't really remember, you just, and with your sincerity, ihsan, you make a calculation, a rough calculation. Anything you can do extra is a sunnah, an option for us. So you can say maybe from year 2000, now is 2020, 20 years now, or 2010. I missed 1 year, maybe 1 week. So 10 years, 70 days. Example. So you redeem all this by paying fidyah. May Allah allow you to redeem it through feeding a poor for a day meal. With the food that you eat, that is how you redeem your past Ramadan that you missed. And it's too late for you to pay back. We hope that anything you missed this year, finish, pay it back before the end of the year, before the new Ramadan comes in. Assalamu alaikum, Shaykh. Can you elaborate on reciting qunut in witr prayer? Yes, there is a qunut for witr prayer. The Prophet taught Hassan and Hussain, 2 of his grandsons, to recite Allahumma dina fiman hadai wa afina fiman afai until the end. Yes, but qunut witr is not a must for you to recite every night. That's why in majority of the mosque, in the 15th of Ramadan, then you see they start to recite qunut. Fil witr, you can do it, and you can do the witr without qunut. Assalamu alaikum, Shaykh. Wa alaikum salam. How to calculate how much zakat to give? It's very simple. When you have the nisab, and the how, that means the amount have reached that amount for you to give zakat, and then it have reached a year maturity, then you pay 2.5%. For those who are not are still confused about all this in detail, you can call us personally. Let us guide you slowly so that you don't get confused. It's not difficult at all. You calculate all what you have, your cash money, your asset, the value, pay 2.5%. How can we be steadfast, istiqamah during Ramadan in dealing with the side effect of fitna and evil that happened before Ramadan? Does the Quran still have the power over us? The Quran have no power at all, even outside Ramadan. They are just there to whisper to us. Shaitan have no power, but they just whisper. It's up to us because we are a bit careless, and that's why we allow, yeah, them to control us. There is time for us to control them back. Yeah. So fasting month is easier normally. When you're in a fasting month, there are extra blessing, brothers and sisters. Yeah? So do your level best. Remember that there is an enemy, yeah, with us. And our number one enemy, Allah has said to us, is shaitan. Sis Anita, Assalamualaikum, Waalaikumsalam warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. When in Qiyam Mulayli prayer, can we open the Quran and recite if we cannot remember the surah? Surah Al-Mulk and all the other surah. Yeah, some scholars say, no problem, it's good, you can do that. But me, personally, I just want to go back to what the Prophet wants us to do, to be more focused and recite whatever surah that you have memorized. If you fail to memorize that, you can do it again later on, and then you can apply it in your prayer. You don't have to pause yourself, because when you are praying, the Prophet wants you to focus your eyesight to look at a place, to be focused, like the place where you put your forehead. Yeah, open the eye and be focused. Yeah, so nothing to look at here and there. Yeah, that will be the best way. I know somebody like to recite long surah while perform, but if you memorize, do it. If you fail, you try, and then you do it later on. Yeah, you try to recite many times. You repeat the recitation outside the prayer, and then you can do. Even you can do it in the other prayer before the qiyam, like the fardu prayer. You try it. Always try to recite all the surah that you feel sometimes it's not easy for you to remember. Seeing that we will be praying Qiyam Ramadan at home, can we recite directly from Quran if we did not memorize enough verses yet? Same question from Sister Anita, but Allah and the Prophet have make it more easier. Do what is easy for you. If you can't recite in your prayer, you can recite outside the prayer. Yeah, no problem. What we want is the quality of our prayer. Then if you can recite all the surah that you have memorized very well and understanding the surah, there is more quality, yeah, than just reciting. If fidya is paid for missed fast, should we still fast those days? No, this is just one of the way to redeem the fasting day you miss. If you want, then the fidya becomes sadaqah. I mean, can we hold the Quran if we recite directly? No. We don't want to do extra movement. Even people are doing it. Some may recommend, but I personally say we don't have to do that. When Islam is easy, make it easy. Yeah? There is a last one. What is the best way to fast while traveling? When you are traveling, brothers, we are recommended if the traveling is a distant away, especially overseas, because the time changes, weather change, so highly in the Quran and the saying of the Prophet to break our fast. But if anybody want to continue, you're welcome. But if you are just traveling locally, then no problem. But traveling abroad, where the weather, the time is changing, highly recommended to break the fast. Even Allah said so. وَمَنْ كَانَ مِنْكُمْ مَرِيدًا أَوْ عَلَى سَفَرٍ فَإِدَّةٌ مِنْ أَيَّامٍ أُخَرٍ. Whoever among you who are traveling or who are not well, you should not continue fast and break your fast and pay it back later, a day for a day, because Islam is not here to make our life difficult. And if you are not well, you force yourself, like women who are pregnant, breastfeeding mother, if you force, it may cause more harm to you. And Islam said, La darara wala dirar. Wala tulku bi aydikum ila tahluqa. Don't put yourself in difficulty. Don't cause harm to yourself. La darara wala dirar. And don't cause harm to others. When you are not well, you also cause some difficulty for others. Yeah, it's just like COVID-19. Be careful for you and for others. Yeah? So, brothers and sisters, lastly, people who don't have to fast, children, don't force them. Train them, but don't force them. They are not. It's not an obligation upon them yet. Number one, yeah. Some of them, the people who are mentally unsound. But sometimes they will try to fast. They say they are fasting, but they are eating. They say, I fast, and they still eat because mentally they are not sound. The old people, those who are weak with age and who will suffer physically harm from fasting, don't. Sick person, yeah, if you keep on fasting, it may affect their health severely. They don't have to fast, yeah. So, but they have to pay back a day for a day. If they can't, because they are sick also outside Ramadan, then they redeem with fidyah. Travelers, I've said earlier, pregnant woman and nursing mother. Yeah, you don't have to fast, but you can fast other month or you redeem your fidyah. Woman during menstruation and confinement, yeah, you can. And children, yeah, like we said, children who do not reach the age of puberty, but you can train them, yeah. So may Allah Rabbul Alameen make it easy for all of us brothers and sisters, and we hope to see you soon, and we hope to hear from you. Anything that you need further explanation, especially dealing with the fidyah, dealing with the zakat, you can contact us directly, and we will try our best to explain to you in detail so that you may have the right understanding and know how to move forward. May Allah accept our fast, and may Allah make it easy, and may Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala will end all of us in this coming Ramadan with taqwa. Taqwa. Remember, la'allakum tattaqun, that our heart is connected to Allah Rabbul Alameen, and we are experiencing peace and tranquility in our life, and we will be happy. It will bring happiness to the family, and we bring happiness to the neighbor and to all the people around us. May Allah help us. May Allah protect us. May Allah help our leaders to be a good leader and help all of us to become a good follower. Amin ya Rabbal Alamin. Wa billahi tawfiqi wal aqli da'wana walhamdulillah alamin. Subhanakallahumma bihamdik. Ashhadu an la ilaha. Follow me to recite this again to end our class. Subhanakallahumma wa bihamdik. Ashhadu an la ilaha illa anta. Astaghfiruka wa atubu ilaik. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.